Okay, let's have a look at your first essay, which is about whether schools should be educational or entertaining. Okay, let's begin. Nowadays, many schools involve their students in various activities along with their routine studies. Okay. I believe this is important as it is an opportunity for students to explore and develop more abilities. This essay will discuss the benefits of these extracurricular activities using the examples of skills like sports, swimming, communication and presentation. I would say using examples of skills such as sports, swimming, communication and presentation skills. Okay. Firstly, in my opinion, education institutes, it should be educational institutes, should be a place where students should like to go by themselves and not by force. Okay, you've got a bit of a repetition of should and should there, so I think we can delete that. So, firstly, in my opinion, educational institutes should be a place where students choose to go themselves and not be forced to go. Okay. This is largely because to make this place interesting for students along with studies, there should be scope for other activities. Okay, I wouldn't use this expression, this is largely because that doesn't really follow from your first sentence. So I would say something like, therefore, schools should be interesting places for students, and along with studies there should be scope for other activities. So your second part of the sentence is fine. For example, encouraging sports, swimming at school. I think you mean sports such as swimming. So, okay, for example, encouraging sports such as swimming at school can bring out lots of hidden talents from students, and they will also get an opportunity to explore extremes. I don't know what you mean by extremes here. Do you mean extreme sports? It's not clear. So let's change that a little bit. And they'll also get an opportunity to explore other activities. Okay. As a matter of fact, not all students are good at studies. Few are good at sports, bad in academics, and vice versa. Okay, let's change the second part of your sentence there. A few are good at sports, but weak academically, and vice versa. That just sounds better. Therefore, this gives an equal chance for the kids to know their strengths and weaknesses. You need a plural there. Weaknesses in various fields. Okay. Secondly, abilities like communication and presentation. Okay, do you mean presentation skills? So abilities like communication and presentation skills will give them confidence and help them in their, I would say, their future careers. And also you've started a new paragraph here, so I think you do need a noun. So presentation skills will give students confidence and help them in their future career. Okay. This is due to the fact that in the current job market there are these two skills are most essential to survive. To survive the competition. For instance, a recent analysis from top job portal sites. Okay, do you mean, is it singular? So a recent analysis from a top job portal site or from top job portal sites. I don't know if you want that to be plural or singular, but you have to go one way or the other. Showed that the majority of applicants, so you need to add a definite article for majority and then delete for applicants. The majority of applicants either have poor communication skill or lacking presentation skills. Okay, just to tidy that sentence up, you could say the majority of the applicants either have poor communication or presentation skills. Thus, I feel that these important, okay, expertise doesn't work there. you'll just have to use the word skills, I think. So thus I feel that these important skills should be taught to children when they are at school. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, I firmly believe that schools should concentrate more on other activities apart from the subjects that are part of the curriculum. You need a definite article. Okay, it's good, but one thing that does concern me a little bit, I'm not quite sure that you've strictly answered the question, because if you look at the essay title, some people think that schools have to be more entertaining, while others think that their sole purpose is to educate. So what we're looking at is the difference between, whether schools should be focused more on education or on entertaining their students. You do deal with this in your second paragraph, so that's absolutely fine. But your third paragraph, you begin to talk about communication and presentation skills, and it's arguable whether that's making school more entertaining for students. I mean, presentation skills, I'm not sure if that's making... So you haven't really focused on the entertainment factor. So do be careful to really stick to the question title, okay, the essay title, okay, and answer the question. Okay, let's now have a look at your second essay. This is about doing an enjoyable activity as opposed to just reading with children. Okay, so these days the new generation kids are very smart and hyperactive. They quickly learn things from their surroundings. I believe that playing with them will help them to learn new skills and imaginativeness. Okay, so you'd have to say, I believe that playing with them will help them to learn new skills and develop their imagination or encourage their imagination. This essay will discuss the advantages of carrying out liking tasks with children over the reading books with them. Okay, we need to change this a bit. This essay will discuss the advantages of carrying out enjoyable activities with children rather than reading books with them. Okay. Firstly, a child learns basic skills at home. Okay, I would delete most of it here. So firstly, a child learns basic skills at home from their parents and grandparents by imitating their actions. This is largely because kids like to play with their loved ones as they are emotionally attached, and parents are the first ones to understand their actions. So ones, you add an S, are the first ones to understand their actions and can communicate with them easily. That's fine. For instance, young ones from the time they are born, okay, you've got a double subject here. So from the time they are born are, so delete they. From the time they are born are always with family and hardly left alone. They can quickly learn new things by watching their adults. I wouldn't say their adults, watching their parents or watching their families. Okay, and can grasp it instantly. Sorry, you don't need can now actually, and grasp it instantly is fine. Therefore, having a fun activity with kids can expand their abilities to talk and respond to queries. Okay, that's good. Secondly, story reading is also very important as it helps to visualize. Okay, I don't know why you've used the word secondly here, because you're actually changing the subject. First of all, you were talking about enjoyable activities, now you're talking about reading, so I wouldn't say secondly there. You could say, however, or just simply start with story reading is also very important as it helps to visualize and imagine the contents. Okay, you've got a plural there, so be careful about subject-verb agreement and imagine the contents that are being read to them. And also they will understand how a word is being pronounced. Okay, this is due to the fact that reading helps them to increase their vocabulary, or you could say expand their vocabulary or widen their vocabulary and learn their language quickly. That's fine. For instance, a 3-year-old boy likes to read stories and tries to repeat them with other family members. Conversely, this activity only helps in improving in one area, unlike spending time and doing activities that they like. I wouldn't say conversely, I would say however. However, this activity only helps to improve one area, and like spending time and doing activities that they like. The rest is fine there. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, I firmly believe that taking part in kids' interest will enlarge their skillfulness than just reading short stories. Okay, need to change this a little bit towards the end. To conclude, from the examples and arguments given, I firmly believe that taking part in kids' interests, so you need an S, will, I don't like the word enlarge here, will develop their skills. It's better. Rather than just reading short stories. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's clear. This is fine, and you're talking about you have answered the question here. Doing an enjoyable activity, and you've given a clear argument that you strongly believe in adding interest to the activity. So the argument is clear. You've answered the question. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Well done.